Hey, what's happening there, guy? What's up? What's up there, guys? Elton McFall here. It's actually snowing here in Montreal, which is usually normal, but not this year. It's been a very dry winter for some reason. I guess. Oh yeah, because of El Nino, of course. So they got the what do they call atmospheric rivers down in California, Arizona, and all that, and I don't know, probably up to Oregon and BC and all that. Here was freaking almost dry as a bone. I mean, we are getting closer to the end of February, and today is Sunday. What are we today? The 19th, the 18th of February. And yeah, there's only been two snow removal operations. And actually, speaking of which, I'm still toying with the idea of doing another snowblower painting. But again, with the lack of actual snow removing, it's not very inspiring. Much like, getting excited to finish a painting to work with this kind of darker, depressing weather that we've been used to for the past 3 months. It's, as we say in French, c'est pas évident. It is not obvious. Anyway, so to show you the finished product here, actually I'm gonna have to stop this and switch my view around. Yeah, there's me. Okay, here we go. Here's the finished product for, I guess you'd say, a friend I've never met out of Quebec City, who, as I explained in a video recently, that he had bought, he had saw, as the expression goes, it pays to advertise usually. So he had seen the Maximum Overdrive painting of the Western Star Killer truck there with the Goblin bonnet that I did a few months back, and he bought it. $300, man, 320 shipping included. And I said, listen, he once said, hey, look, I love your work. Says, I want you to do a painting of my tow truck. His tow truck is here. And there's the other one. I don't know. I never asked any details about this. It's not so much a tow truck service, but actually it's a auto parts business with the crest right here that says, written very small, pièce d'auto, which means French for car parts, auto parts, and it's in Quebec City. And just turning my chair around, I got a little, it's not a big office here. Of course, now I call it my office slash workshop, or call it more to workshop because I put things together. This is where I create. This is where I'm most of a creator. Like I create a lot of videos, right? Create. It's kind of funny because I don't know, to me, this is really creating. When you take a canvas, a blank canvas, and unfortunately, I can't show you the pictures I usually sent me of these Ford. I'm still, I don't know seriously what they are. If they're F700 or F600, I think maybe they're F600. Anyway, they're medium duty trucks. And yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there, eh? Oh, anyway. But yeah, no, I knew it was going to be not necessarily daunting. It's pretty straightforward. It's just, oh yeah, the pictures. Yeah, the pictures in the phone. I don't practically work on any paintings anymore with a computer. I don't need to transfer the computer, the photos of whatever vehicles to my computer because I do everything in here. This is the most comfortable place I can be. I got one, two, and then three lights there. And thanks to my stepfather Marcel, who installed this one and the one in the kitchen. They're brighter. And yeah, and it's just comfortable here. I got the light behind me from the window, natural light, and it's cozy in here. And I got to rock my oldies, everything from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then beyond on that little speaker through my phone. So it's a nice little setup. I'm grateful for it. It's not too difficult, but it's just painstaking in terms of all the little details. You know what I mean? All the little lights, the stripes, the the shadowing, the fade, all these little tiny little things. It wasn't difficult. And as you can imagine, by the way, and I'm mentioning this especially if you're interested in me having do a painting for you of a certain vehicle, more on that in a second. But yeah, it's layers. The sky's got two layers, or if you want 2.5 layers of paint or coats, and then the same thing with the trucks, and the ground's got 2, 3 layers. And again, it's just work. You don't have to be really passionate and stick to itiveness. And although, me, I'm not a huge fanatic of modern vehicles, I always say, oh, you want me to do a painting of your your older vintage vehicle? Yeah, that's what I prefer. But I mean, I got to pay the bills, right? And the rent, it's like life's not getting cheaper, eh? Wink, 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 wink. So I don't know how good this is going to look, this view there with the light behind me. But anyway, yeah, geez, again, I lost my bloody train of thought. Huh. Maybe I'll edit that out. No, but that's the thing. There's certain vehicles that I will paint like that. I thought when I saw them, I thought, oh, cool, he has one of those. I'm like, if it was a Hino, forget about it. I'm not interested. Hino, Fuso, all these mini trucks, not interested. If you're gonna have me paint something modern, it better be exotic or muscle or sport related, something that I'll dig. Like a Mustang, a Charger, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Monteverdi, et cetera, et cetera. But obviously for vintage, hell, I'll even do you a freaking painting of a Citation or a Pinto. You know what I mean? Money talks and bullshit walks. So as this size 18 by 24, as with this gentleman here, high quality work, took a week to do. Actually, I think it took exactly a week. Anyway, $300, so $320 shipping included. If you're in Montreal nearby, you can come pick it up. It has to be paid upfront, cash, Interac, e-transfer. As you can see by all my work and details, you will not be disappointed. It's about as perfection as I can do for a guy who's visually impaired. No joke. Look at my glasses. See, prescription glasses. I have a file at the Montreal Association for the Blind for the past 41 years. It must be almost as thick as a phone book from a small town. I'm trying to think about the small town I could compare that to. I don't know, Sherbrooke or something in Quebec, something like that. Trois-Rivières, well, Trois-Rivières is actually the third largest city in Quebec, and then followed by Sherbrooke. So anyway, not feeling amazing today due to the weather. I mean, mentally, physically, I'm great. Like seriously, after the hernia operation, it's been 5 weeks, and just feel great, no pain whatsoever. Even the pericarditis hasn't been an issue. But again, I spent so much time resting and on my ass. That's how you get better at rest. You know what I mean? Like, I remember I knew a guy one time. He was working at Udisco. The huge hobby shop on the Carry, hobby shop / warehouse, and he wasn't a very nice guy. But that's because the guy was crazy, man. His name was Mark. I mean, he had balls to work, just keep working while he had cancer. I don't remember what kind of cancer, but he died of cancer. And I mean, you have to rest, but rest is one of the things, especially at my age now, 40, is like, at 48, I have to go out anyway. I don't want to go outside. It's freaking windy. The wind's going from 30 to 50 kilometers an hour. It's making -2 feel like -12 or whatever. But I'm going to go out anyway. I have to go out anyway. I got to get a couple of things. And, you got to get the blood pumping, again, like I always say, and I say this to inspire, especially you guys you people who are depressed, maybe more than me, especially this goddamn time of year. Motion creates emotion. So get out there if you can. Go run the block, whatever. Just go to the store. Just get physical. Like the song, Let's Get Fit. Anyway, so that's it. Yeah, so you see, Mr. there. Look, I even painted the edges for you. So this will be in the mail tomorrow. Actually, I got to go out and get some cardboard. I have no cardboard this size to ship this right now. So, and look, speaking of cardboard, I've kept over the last few years all these prints I bought out of these old frames, these old picture frames that had these old prints in there, and I kept a lot of the matting and stuff. Actually, too much of it. I hardly ever used that stuff, and I threw a lot of it out. Now there's still a lot of it there, and I'm just like, look at that. I'm probably gonna end up, I think, throwing most of that out in the spring. What am I gonna do with that? Nothing. It's just somebody could maybe use that stuff, Oh yeah. By the way, I'll take this opportunity here to show you some original photos I framed here. Some unique items. I don't think I ever filmed these before. Like, look at this, a photo I took in 2002. My friend. We had a falling out, but James Mays, 69 Ambassador wagon. He died unfortunately last year. This one here, because of him, I went to a car show in. No, sorry, that was with another friend, and this was a 49 Buick Super, gorgeous original photo. I just framed it, 11 by 14, $30, price to sell. I could be asking much more, like 50, 60, but again, I price things to sell. I'm not greedy. Here's a Volkswagen Rabbit Cabriolet ad. Hey, oh yeah, and here's I was thinking this morning, I was like, maybe I should be like filming more of this stuff I have too, because I say, it pays to advertise. Well, it's true. I put vintage ads on friggin' Marketplace and Kijiji like almost every day, so it does work. But you have to do it, like, especially if you have a lot like me in this part of your living, you got to do it like every day. Spend an hour doing that. Look at that. That's a page from a book on San Francisco. Yep, you guessed it. The infamous cable car tracks, right? And what else we got here? Look at this. Here's a 60. Speaking of James Mays, I was with him when I took this picture. It does dollar store frames right away. They're really neat. I mean, really nice quality considering how cheap they're. But they're $10 each. These 4x6 ones. This is 15. The Volkswagen ad, $10. But again, these ones here, they're $10 each. And here's another photo I took. Yeah, sorry, I took this one in. I think it was in Ellenburg, New York, just over the Quebec border, if I don't remember correctly. And this one here, That's a close-up picture I took of a rare 45 Fargo. That's right, yeah, Canadian Dodge. See their signed pictures too. $10 each. How's that for price to sell? It's not expensive, eh? Shipping them is another story though. I don't know, maybe 15 at least probably. This one actually is a photo, one of several photos I bought from a guy in the Laurentians back in the day. Well, back in the day, many years, several years ago. And bought all these like reprint Montreal photos. Look at that with the Buick there. St. Catharines Street, downtown Montreal, 19, probably late 50s, early 60s. And, you know, again, I gotta move some stuff out. So, yeah, let me know if you want me to paint something for you, or say you need something painted for you, or want, or whatever. It's $300 this size, but if I could do smaller, a little bit cheaper, but you know, it's art. I mean, how cheap can you make it? There's of course paintings from last year, with of course the '63 Impala I did recently. Might have to film this stuff one day. I was thinking about that this morning. Maybe I should get a couple more lights in here one day, so to look more presentable. Like, well, I mean, if it was like a gallery, obviously I'd have lights up here anyway. I do what I can, eh? So this I'm surprised I didn't sell. I mean, is this gorgeous or what? That's a picture I took of the orange julep, 58 Buick Limited back in 2009. Amazing. This one is $80. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, be well, and you know, if you can't love the one you're with, if you don't have the one you love, love the ones you're with, something like that. Anyway, take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.